Hello everyone, my name is CA Neeraj B. Welcome to my YouTube channel @Accounting Buddy NB. In this comprehensive video, we will be covering 50 plus questions and answers across 7 formats as displayed on your screens to ensure well-rounded understanding of the topic. So grab a seat, stay engaged, and let's dive into the interactive learning session. In this section, let us try and answer very short answers for questions. Question number 1, name any two source documents. The answer is cash memo and invoice. Question number 2, is cash memo a source document or an accounting voucher? The answer is cash memo is a source document which is prepared by the seller when the goods are sold for cash. Question number 3, what is an invoice? The answer is invoice is a source document prepared by the seller of the goods when the goods are sold on credit. Question number 4, what is a receipt voucher? The answer is a receipt voucher records any money received such as payments from customers or other income. Question number 5, what is a payment voucher? The answer is a payment voucher documents any cash or bank payment such as for expenses or creditor payments. Question number 6 on your screens is, what is a journal voucher? The answer is, a journal voucher records non-cash transactions like depreciation, provisions, or internal adjustments. Question number 7, what is an accounting voucher? The answer is, an accounting voucher is a written document that serves as evidence for a business transaction and is used to record transactions in the books of accounts. Question number 8, why are accounting vouchers important? The answer is they provide documentation for transactions, ensures accuracy in accounting records, and support the audit process. Question number 9, what is the purpose of a sales voucher? The answer is it records details of sales transactions, whether on credit or for cash. Question number 10 on your screens is, how an accounting voucher is prepared? The answer is accounting voucher is prepared on the basis of source voucher after analyzing and determining accounts to be debited and credited. Question number 11, what is transfer voucher? Answer is transfer voucher are the documentary evidence of non-cash transactions. Question number 12, what is a pay-in slip? The answer is pay-in slip is a source document used for depositing cash or check in a bank. Question number 13, define a check. The answer is check is a written document drawn upon a specified bank and is payable on or after the due date. Question number 14, for depreciation of fixed assets, which accounting voucher is prepared? The answer is transfer voucher. In this section, let us try short answer type questions. Question number 15 on your screens is, what is a debit note? The answer is, debit note is a document evidencing that the amount of the named person is debited for the reason stated therein. Question number 16, what is a credit note? The answer is, credit note is a document evidencing that the credit has been granted to the named person for the reason stated therein. Question number 17, what is a compound voucher? The answer is voucher that includes multiple transactions, both debit and credit, recorded in a single entry. It is used when there are multiple accounts involved in a single financial transaction or event. Question number 18, what is the difference between a debit voucher and a credit voucher? The answer is debit voucher is used for cash payments and the credit voucher is used for cash receipts. Question number 19 on your screens is, what is a transfer voucher? The answer is a transfer voucher documents inter-department or inter-branch transfers within an organization. Question number 20, can accounting vouchers be electronic? The answer is yes. Many organizations now use electronic vouchers generated and approved through the accounting softwares like Tally, SAP or QuickBooks. Question number 21, what is voucher approval? The answer is voucher approval is the process where a designated authority verifies and authorizes the voucher to ensure its accuracy and authenticity. Question number 22. Are vouchers mandatory in accounting? The answer is yes. Vouchers are essential for maintaining reliable and auditable records of financial transactions. Question number 23 on your screens is, how are source documents used in the accounting process? The answer is, source documents are number 1, verified for accuracy, number 2, used to prepare vouchers or journal entries, and number 3, filed for reference and audit purposes. Question number 24. Why must source documents be retained by a business? The answer is, business must retain the source documents to number 1, comply with tax and legal regulations. Number 2, support the accuracy of financial statements. Number 3, facilitates audits and dispute resolution. Question number 25. What information is typically included in a source document? The answer is, a source document generally includes the date of transaction, amount involved, name of the parties, both buyer and seller, description of the transaction, and the reference number, that is the invoice or the receipt number. In this section, let us try some multiple choice questions. Question number 26 on your screens is, cash memo is prepared when goods are sold, and the options are option A on credit, option B on cash, option C both A and B, and option D none of these. And the correct answer is B on cash. Cash memo is prepared when the goods are sold on cash. Question number 27. Cash memo is a source voucher for purchase of goods, and the options available are option A for cash purchases, option B for credit purchases, option C for credit sales, and option D for cash sales. And the correct answer is A for cash purchases. Cash memo is a source voucher for the purchase of goods for cash purchases. Question number 28. Invoice is a source voucher for seller of goods, and the options available are option A for cash purchases, option B for credit purchases, option C for credit sales, and option D for cash sales. And the correct answer is option C for credit sales. Invoice is a source voucher for seller of goods for credit sales. Question number 29 on your screens is, invoice is a source voucher for purchase of goods, and the available options are option A for cash purchases, option B for cash sales, option C for credit sales, and option D for credit purchases. And the correct answer is option B for cash sales. Invoice is a source voucher for purchase of goods for cash sales. Question number 30. Accounting voucher is prepared from, the options available are option A source voucher, option B journal voucher, option C both A and B, and option D none of these. And the correct answer is A source voucher. Accounting voucher is always prepared from a source voucher. Question number 31. If purchaser of goods returns them, he will prepare. Options available are option A credit note, option B debit note, option C both A and B, and option D none of these. And the correct answer is B debit note. If purchaser of goods returns them, he will prepare a debit note. Question number 32 on your screens is, if seller receives back the goods sold, he will prepare. The options available are option A credit note, option B debit note, option C both A and B, and option D none of these. And the correct answer is option A credit note. If seller receives back the goods sold, he will prepare a credit note. Question number 33 is, voucher is prepared for, and the options available are option A cash and credit purchases. Option B, cash and credit sales. Option D, cash received and paid. And option D, all of these. And the correct answer is option D, all of these. In all these kind of business transactions, the vouchers are always prepared. Question number 34, cash memo is, and the number of options available are option A, source voucher, option B, accounting voucher, option C, neither A nor B, option D is both A and B. And the correct answer is option A, source voucher. Cash memo is a source voucher. Question number 35 on your screens is invoice is a source voucher for, and the options available are option A, cash purchases, option B, credit purchases, option C, both A and B, and option D, neither A nor B. And the correct answer is option B, credit purchases. Invoice is a source voucher for credit purchases. Question number 36. Books of accounts are written on the basis of, the options available are option A, source documents, option B, accounting vouchers, option C, both A and B, and option D, none of these. And the correct answer is option B, accounting voucher. Question number 37. Credit note is prepared, and the options available are option A, when credit is given to the account, option B, when debit is given to the account, option C, both A and B, and option D, none of these. And the correct answer is option A, when the credit is given to the account. Therefore, credit note is prepared when credit is given to an account. Always remember this. Question number 38 on your screens is, when goods are sold on credit, the seller prepares, and the options available are option A, cash memo, option B, invoice, option C, accounting voucher, and option D, none of these. And the correct answer is option B, invoice. Therefore, when the goods are sold on credit, the seller prepares an invoice. Question number 39. When goods are purchased against cash, the purchaser will get, the options available are option A, cash memo, option B, invoice, option C, accounting voucher, and option D, none of these. And the correct answer is option A, cash memo. Therefore, when goods are purchased against cash, the purchaser will get a cash memo. Question number 40. Transfer vouchers are prepared to record, and the options available are option A, cash transactions, option B, non-cash transactions, option C, both A and B, and option D, none of these. And the correct answer is option B, non-cash transactions. Therefore, the transfer vouchers are prepared to record non-cash transactions. In this section, let us try few true or false question and answers. Question number 41 on your screens is, credit voucher are evidences of cash payments. This is a false statement. Question number 42, transfer vouchers are prepared to record non-cash transactions. This is a true statement. Question number 43, cash memo is prepared by seller when goods are sold for cash. This is again a true statement. Question number 44, a voucher is an evidence of the business transaction having taken place. This is a true statement. Question number 45, credit voucher is a document for having deposits made in the bank. This is a false statement. Question number 46, cash vouchers are of two types, debit vouchers and credit vouchers. This is a true statement. Question number 47, cash memo and invoice are source documents. This is a true statement. Question number 48, pay-in slip source document is used to withdraw cash from the bank. This is a false statement. In this section, we will try few fill in the blanks question and answers. Question number 49 on your screens is, the document prepared as evidence for a business transaction is called a dash, and the correct answer is source document. Question number 50, The dash is issued when cash is received from a customer. The correct answer is receipt. Question number 51. The document that serves as proof of purchase of goods or services is called a dash, is called a invoice. Question number 52. A dash voucher is prepared to record expenses paid by cash, and the correct word is payment. A payment voucher is prepared to record the expenses paid by cash. Question number 53. A dash note is issued to return goods to the supplier. The correct word is debit. A debit note is issued to return the goods to the supplier. Question number 54. The primary purpose of a source document is to provide dash of a transaction. And the correct word is evidence of a transaction. Question number 55 on your screens is a dash voucher is used for recording transactions for depreciation. And the correct word is non-cash voucher. Question number 56. A dash vouchers are the documentary evidence for cash payments. And the correct word is debit voucher. Question number 57. Dash vouchers are the documentary evidence for cash receipts. The correct word is credit voucher. Question number 58. Credit purchase of furniture is recorded through dash, is recorded through transfer voucher. Question number 59 on your screens is prepare the debit voucher for the business transaction that took place in ABC Limited. On 2nd January 2024, business paid wages amounting to $5,000 to its staff for the month of December 23. Debit voucher will look like as displayed on your screen. The debit voucher is having the trade name and the complete business address. The debit account voucher number is voucher number 102, dated as 2nd of January 2024. Under cash basis of accounting, the title of the account for this voucher is wages account, and wages being the business expense are debited. However, under accrual basis of accounting, it is assumed that wages as expenses are debited in the month of December 23 and wages outstanding account as liability is also created. Therefore, when wages for the December 23 are actually paid on 2nd of January 24, the wages outstanding account will be debited. The value of the transaction $5,000 is written both in figures and words. Brief details of the transaction in the form of narration is also mentioned. It is mentioned that the debit voucher is related to the wages payment for the month of December 23. The debit voucher is prepared and signed by the accountant of ABC Limited and is also authorized by the manager of the business. Supporting document reference of December 23 payroll is also mentioned in the narration. Question number 60 is prepare the credit voucher for the transaction which took place in ABC Limited business. On 4th January 24, 20 kg of sugar sold for cash, wide cash memo number 66 for $240. Credit voucher for this transaction will look like as displayed on your screen. The credit voucher is having the trade name and the complete business address. Credit voucher is numbered as voucher number 111 and is dated as 4th of January 24. The title of the account for this transaction will be sales, as the sales being the income of the business, it will be credited. The amount of the transaction $240 is written both in words and figures. Brief details about the transaction in terms of narration is also mentioned. It is mentioned that 20 kg of sugar is sold for cash. The credit voucher is prepared and signed by the accountant of the business. It is also authorized by the manager of the business. Supporting document cash memo number 66 is also mentioned on the credit voucher. Question number 61 is prepare the credit voucher for the transaction that took place in ABC Limited business. On 5th January 24, ABC Limited sold old sugar packing machine for $150 in cash. The credit voucher for this transaction will look like as displayed on your screen. The credit voucher is having the trade name and the complete business address. Credit voucher is numbered as voucher number 112 and is dated as 5th of January 24. The title of the account for this transaction will be machinery account. Since the machine is an asset, it will be credited when it is sold. The amount of the transaction, $150, is written both in words and numbers. Brief details about the transaction, being the old sugar packing machine sold, is also mentioned. The credit voucher is prepared and signed by the accountant of the business and is also authorized by the manager of the business. Supporting document receipt number 14 is also written on the credit voucher. Question number 62 is prepare the non-cash voucher for the transaction that took place in ABC Limited business. On 3rd January 24, ABC Limited purchased office furniture for $15,000 on credit from the supplier Homebox LLC. The non-cash voucher for the transaction will look like as displayed on your screen. The non-cash voucher is having the trade name and the complete address. The voucher is numbered as voucher number 99 and is dated as 3rd January 24. The title of the account for this transaction will be debit furniture account because the assets are increasing, and credit the home box LLC because liabilities are increasing. The amount of the transaction is written both in words and figures. The details of the transaction is also mentioned. The non-cash voucher is prepared and signed by the accountant of the business and is also authorized by the manager of the business. The supporting document, invoice number 20, dated 3rd January 24, is also mentioned on the non-cash voucher. In my upcoming video on 22nd February 2025, we will start a new chapter and we will take you through the fundamentals of journals in accounting, covering all the aspects from basics to practical examples. If you enjoy the content of my channel and appreciate my teaching style, please like, comment, subscribe and share my YouTube channel at the rate Accounting Buddy NB. Do not forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Thank you and goodbye for now.